This video is all about literature reviews, what they are, why they're important, and how to do them right. If you want to score high on your literature review, keep watching this video because in the end, there will be a bonus that will be a game changer to your whole literature review writing process. My name is Lerato Kanomsa, founder of the Lerato Kanomsa Transformation and Empowerment, where skills development is the essence. And if you are a student who wants to unlock your academic potential and jump all the hurdles in your academic journey, then this channel is for you. So just hit the subscribe button and stay up to date with all the tips, tricks, and hacks that I share every week. Now, back to how to score high on your literature review. First things first, what is a literature review? Well, a literature review is a critical analysis and evaluation of existing literature in your field of study. Basically, it is an overview of what has been published in a particular topic, assuming that at this point you already have a topic. If you don't, no biggie. Just watch this video where I give you easy and practical steps on how to formulate a research topic, and I will leave this in the description down below. So now that you have finally made up your mind about what your research is going to be about, meaning that you have a research topic, then you need to start reading around that topic to figure out what angle of the topic has been covered already, by who, in what way, and where. Take note of these things because we'll pick them up later on when we get to the how to write your literature review section of this video. Now, you might be wondering, why is it really important to do a literature review? Why do I need to do all this reading? Well, it will help you understand how your topic of interest has developed over the years and what has been already broadly covered. See in what way has the research about your topic of interest has been conducted, in what theories have been used to support those researches. Ask your own questions around the topic of interest from existing literature. Get an idea of what angle of the topic of interest has not been extensively researched and what still needs attention. This could be based on methodology or context or field of study. Avoid doing what has already been done. Develop stronger argument and support them by credible scholars' ideas and views. Now, there are two types of literature reviews: standalone literature reviews and ones that are part of your research paper. Standalone literature review is a self-contained paper that summarizes and synthesizes the existing literature on a particular topic. On the other hand, a literature review that is part of your research paper is an integral part of your research process. It provides context to the research question, justifies why the study needs to be done, and helps you develop a methodology that is relevant for that research. I will make a separate video soon that will discuss in detail the differences between the two types of literature reviews and how to write each. So subscribe and stay tuned. So how do you go about doing your literature review the easy way, but most effectively? The first step is to get sources for your literature review is about reading. So then you need the readings in order to get reading. See what I did there? When you search for sources, you must keep these two C's in mind: currency and credibility. You want to search for current research published within the last 10 years, unless, of course, you are doing a historical study. You also want to make sure that the sources you are using are credible and reliable. You can do this by checking the author's credentials, the publication date, and the peer review status. The easiest way to get current and credible sources is to search in credible databases for academic researchers like JUSTO, EBSCO, and ProQuest. Your university online library can be a very good resource to do this task. Break down your topic into keywords and use them to search for relevant research. Also use synonymous terms or similar terms. Don't just use the term work, but also use employment, labor, etc. And instead of university, use higher education, institution, tertiary, and so forth. When you get the relevant articles or the book, please pay attention to the bibliography because there you will get more relevant sources. Google Scholar is a gold mine of published research, and ResearchGate and academia are gold mines of unpublished research. Once you have your sources, the next step is to structure your literature review. Lovelies, this is a crucial part of scoring high for your literature review. Your literature review should have a clear flow that will not only make it easy to read, but also help make your argument through the literature more clearer. Professors and readers can tell when you just took portions of existing literature and threw it in your own literature review because it reads messy and it's very confusing. There are several ways on how you can structure your literature review, but in this video, we're only going to cover 3. Thematic, methodological, and chronological. In thematic literature review, you organize your literature by themes and topics. When you read, pay attention to the dominating topics and themes that surfaces while you're reading. This is usually helpful for when your study or your research intends to show relationship between multiple variables or phenomena. For example, employment and gender equality, stereotypes, and mental health. You can also organize your literature review by research methodology used. This is normally useful for when your research is trying to prove that there is a methodological problem or gap. For example, your research is trying to show that qualitative approach is dominating and that a qualitative approach can be beneficial for researching your topic of interest. In chronological, you organize the literature by publication dates or trends. Here you start by the earliest published literature, moving through to the current or recent literature. You can also organize literature by significant events pertaining to your topic of interest in the chronological order. This is more useful for when you are doing a historical research or your research intends to show a certain phenomena or topic has developed over the years. Finally, let's talk about writing your literature review. A literature review is written in formal academic language. Standard academic writing structure should be followed. So, you must have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Your literature review is written in the past tense since you are reviewing research that has already been conducted. In the introduction, however, you write in future or present tense because the purpose of this is to show what the reader should expect. And the conclusion is also written in past tense since you are summarizing what you have done in the literature review. When writing a literature review, you make your argument through the literature that you are reviewing. This is not the time for your own opinions. You must save that for later for the other sections of your research. Here, you simply lead with the voices of the scholars who have conducted research in this particular topic. You can do this by critically analyzing and evaluating literature. Remember these things that we put aside to pick them up later. They come in handy in this section. When you are writing, use words that show the position of the author. You don't write that the author said. That is vague. But instead use contributed, argued, added, concluded, contended, advocated, etc. As a bonus, here are some additional tips to help you with your literature review and a review resource that will save you 40% writing time. Yep, I got you. Use referencing software like EndNote and Mendeley to save up time and keep track of your sources. Focus on the abstract, the headings, the methodology, the findings, and the conclusions of an article to read faster and more effectively. Because I love you, lovelies, and I want to see you succeed in your academic journey, I have created a literature review catalog that will help you while reading to organize your notes and avoid duplication, to capture the key things that we've discussed in this video, and to sort and organize your literature review thematically, methodologically, or chronologically in just one click. Yeah, I know. I'm awesome. You can download this resource in the description down below in exchange of your name and email, which I will use to send you exclusive academic tips and updates that will be relevant to your research. I promise I won't spam your inbox, but only send you useful information. I have also linked a step-by-step video to guide you on how to use this resource. And that, lovelies, was a comprehensive hack on how to do your literature review right. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you want to get better grades and yet do less work, then this channel is for you.